Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to the Council of Geniuses, episode number.
43.
I don't know what the fuck that was.
Fours and threes. Double 43.
Or a 7, if you do math. If you add them up.
Oh, it's true, yeah. There's no sevens this week, guys. Sorry.
Well, today's the 7th.
Mind blown. Damn.
Okay. Uh, so today is Sunday, April 7th for us, not for you. Tomorrow is a very special day, bro. Like groundbreaking type special day, bro.
Monday.
Yeah, it is Monday.
I hate Monday.
I was gonna think of some shit about Garfield, bro. No, yeah, but tomorrow, what happens tomorrow? Anyone? It's super big. It's been in the news like all month, bro. What the fuck is that? Bro, when?
I was looking at my past, bro.
Okay. Well, it's not in the past. It'd be in the future because it's tomorrow.
Yeah, but like when I learned about the
Oh
information.
yeah, that's right. That's right.
Upcoming events: tsunami, May the 24th. Earthquake, October 2. Eclipse, October 9th.
The Eclipse is tomorrow. Stupid. That's the event.
Oh shit.
The Eclipse is tomorrow. Tomorrow. April 8th.
Yeah.
Just so yeah, April 8th eclipse. You may be watching this after.
If you looked at the sun, you're not watching this.
That's true. You'd be listening to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or maybe if you looked at it with protective glasses.
True, yeah.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm tempted. Like I feel like there's like a little bit in all of us that just wants to look at it just to see.
There's not anything in me that wants to
Yeah,
see.
me either.
Huh? You don't want to
No.
like see how it looks like?
No.
We do not want to go blind.
I don't think
I just
already
don't.
am blind.
I just don't care about the sun.
you don't care about the sun.
No.
What about the daughter, bro?
All right, but the eclipse, guys. But tomorrow, or today, whatever. The 8th.
The 17th.
It's not important. The 8th is not important just because of the eclipse. Like, there's a ton of shit that happens on the 8th for some reason, bro.
What do you mean?
So, for starters, bro, it's like a biblical significance because April 8th this year is the first day of the biblical calendar
Oh shit.
called Nissan 1. When is Toyota 1? I don't know. But it's called Nissan 1.
Yeah.
I don't know which came first, the cars or the Bible. We'll never know.
It depends.
Yeah, we'll never know. But significant for that reason, bro. It's supposed to be like the start of the calendar year for the Bible for Jews, perhaps. How the fuck you go? Bro, made like a.
I saw a bird in the background.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why. But also, what the eclipse is happening. CERN. You know what CERN is? Savannah, do you know what CERN is? Do you know what CERN is? No, probably not. CERN is the Conseil Européen pour la Recherche Nucléaire.
I see.
That's French. You guys don't speak French like me. It's the European Council for Nuclear Research.
Oh shit.
But it's where they do they have the Large Hadron Collider.
Mm.
You guys heard about that? It's like some super cool science shit that Abel's too dumb to understand. But luckily I'm here to explain it.
Dude.
So basically it's some super smart scientist, not like me, a little dumber than me. But they collide like subatomic particles at the speed of light.
Oh shit.
So
It's pretty fast.
it's exactly what it sounds like. They just have little particles and they like shoot them at each other really fast and hope they hit each other.
Oh shit.
in hopes of like finding out what makes up atoms, like what's inside the atoms. Because I think they say that atoms are like the smallest thing up in the world,
Yeah.
like building block type shit. But they're like, okay, what makes up atoms? Like, what's inside atoms?
I feel like the atom we knew was pretty average in size.
The atom we knew,
Yeah.
I think he was a little above average.
Yeah.
A bigger guy.
Yeah.
He played football.
Oh, that's true.
He
Yeah.
did play football. My brother-in-law is named Adam.
Oh,
He's pretty tall.
pretty tall.
Yeah, he's pretty tall.
I guess atoms are just bigger in general.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know any other atoms though.
Yeah, me
I'm
neither.
sure there has to be.
Black
below.
Adam.
Oh, I never watched the movie. That's the one with the Rock in it.
Yeah, he's pretty big though.
The Rock is pretty big, but his name isn't Adam.
Oh yeah, his name is Dwayne.
Yeah.
Have you read Neme?
Damn.
So subparticle collators.
Yeah, yeah, subatomic particles.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
They're trying to find what they call, you know, antimatter, dark matter. Or sometimes they call it the God particle,
Oh,
which
shit.
is just what makes up like the world, like
Yeah.
you know.
Levels.
Which already sounds kind of weird. Like, why are you calling shit the God particle? A lot of people were against it because like I feel like a lot of people like are against science because like oh like they're trying to play God, like they're trying to find out why shit works. Like just accept it sometimes, you know. A lot of people just hate science, bro.
You hate science?
Me, yeah, I hate science, bro. I don't think I hate it, bro. I just dislike it.
Yeah. What about like
strongly.
medical science?
Nah. I just want to go to like a magic woman who's like, your tummy doesn't hurt anymore. Like I think that's cool.
Yeah.
Or like sometimes my grandma's like, oh, when you're sick, like make this tea and drink it, and your throat's gonna stop hurting or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we have some of those too.
Yeah. Like I prefer that over like chemotherapy. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta try the other treatments first, I guess.
Yeah, like mushrooms and like herbs and spices.
Holistic approaches.
Yeah, massage, yoga. What were we talking about, bro?
Yoga curing cancer, bro.
Oh yeah. If you have
I
cancer,
can see.
have you tried yoga?
Have you tried the downward dog position? That's the only yoga pose I know. Do you know any of the yoga poses?
I don't actually. I don't know.
Leave it in the comments, guys. We want to be educated on the yoga poses.
Yeah. What the fuck? I don't know anymore, bro. I don't know. It doesn't really matter today, anyways.
Yeah. If you have cancer, just search it up. You'll find it.
Yo, what yoga poses cure cancer, bro? Yeah, I'm sure there's studies done on that.
Yeah.
But it's really weird shit about CERN. Cause I feel like the average person, like, they don't really understand what they do.
Yeah.
You know, and they don't know the ramifications. Like, even to you guys, I just told you, like, they're trying to find particles. Like,
Yeah.
okay, fuck is a particle? Like,
Yeah.
why do I care about particles?
Is it like dust or something?
Yeah, like dust bunnies, bro. But even CERN themselves recognize that like doing this has potential to cause mini black holes, or like wormholes and shit.
What the heck? That doesn't seem very safe, CERN.
And they're like, hey guys, like if we did this, like it would be safe, guys. But they've never done it before, so how the fuck would they know?
That's
you know?
true.
Like this is all like theoretical science, which is why I think it's more stupid, because like it's not even real shit.
That's just like thinking science.
Yeah, you're just thinking about stuff like that. That's why I hate science, bro. Like, why don't you think about some real shit? Like, think about, I don't know, like how to make cars not need gas or some shit. Like that's real stuff.
Yes.
You know, like fuck we worrying about what's inside atoms.
That's true. Atoms
know?
don't really. Well, actually, it could be like looking for the root, and once you find that root, you could like use that for others, like important stuff.
Theoretically, though.
Yeah, it's theoretical, but it's still like you have to be theoretical to find an answer. There's always stuff.
I don't know. I feel like we just don't. There's some things like we just don't need the answer for. Like, this is like billions of dollars to like hypothetically find a particle.
Yeah, but also it's like that particle could be like life-changing shit. Like there's like this one thing about electricity, where they found a new metal that like I forgot what, like it has really good like electricity for conduction.
Conductive.
Yeah, it's really conductive, and the heat and cold thing, I forgot what that means. Like what, but like the way it's affecting the heat and cold is like way better than any other metal in terms of like technology. And they found it, and they were like, they experimented a ton, and they found it. They're like, oh shit, this could change everything. Like it can make trains better, it can make charging better, it can make phones better, it can make
Yeah, but
everything
that's
better.
real. Like that's a metal that exists.
No, it wasn't a metal that exists. They were like
They were making up metals.
they were making like mixing different shit to like make a specific compound, and then they found that one. And they were like, oh, let's test it out.
Nah, but I feel like that's still different. Like,
They weren't doing it with the purpose of like, they were just like mixing shit.
yeah,
and
but I
being
feel like making new materials is different than making atoms crash into each other really fast.
yeah, but then you're looking for a new particle.
Yeah,
what if that
particles,
particle-
bro? I can't see particles.
Yeah, but like, if you like, what if a particle is just different than what we're used to, and it's just like out of our realm of understanding, bro, and it like introduces a whole other concept to our world.
I don't care.
But like, it could be something huge. Like
Is a particle gonna pay my bills?
it could if you
How?
like
How?
if you hire it to like work for no, but like if it's like a certain thing that introduces like technology, it was like introduced and nobody like really knew about it. Like what the fuck is technology? Or like internet. That's a better example. The internet. What if we introduce something like completely out of our realm of possibility of understanding, like the internet was before, and then you could like invest in a job in that field, and then you could pay your bills that way.
Okay. I just think that isn't worth many black holes.
Okay, I agree.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Alright. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's risks that could kill everyone.
Yeah, and it's not
You know?
worth those risks.
Yeah. So they're activating the Large Hadron Collider, which is the machine that does this shit.
Yeah.
They're activating it on the 8th, for some reason.
Oh shoot.
So that's why it's significant.
That for the first time ever?
No, like they've done it before, but I guess it just takes like a lot of stuff to power it up or
it's
whatever.
true, yeah.
But they're like,
And
alright, the 8th we're doing it.
yeah, and also it's like every single time they're probably trying different shit, so it's not gonna be the same. Anything can happen.
Yeah, and I assume like they would study and like alright, this time's gonna work, guys. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like in advance, like, oh, this is how we have to set shit up. I don't know. That's how science.
That's pretty
Works.
big news.
Yeah, and a lot of people are like, again, like seeing like the eclipse and all sorts of shit happening the 8th. They think it's like demonic type shit. They think like there's some other things at play, bro. Because people start looking into like CERN itself, and there's really weird stuff, bro. Like CERN, it's in Switzerland, like the facility.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool place.
I've never been there, but it's in CERN, Switzerland. Like the city's called CERN as well.
Oh, it's pretty cool.
But the land where it's on, in Roman times, it was called It was territory of Saint Genus Puli, bro.
It sounds like a weird term, genus puli.
Yeah, well, it's a person.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah.
When Roman times, it was called Apollicum, bro. Apollicum? What's funny, bro?
Sounds like something I would make up.
No, I don't think so. And the town and the temple were dedicated to Apollyon, the destroyer, bro. Which is like it's like in biblical references, it's like an angel of like destruction or like death or some shit.
That's pretty scary.
So people are like, it's really weird that this is like built on top of that. Especially because they're playing around with the God particles and they're trying to make stuff that could be bad potentially.
That's true.
There's this quote by Sergio Bertolucci, the director for research and scientific computing at CERN. Do you just wait?
Keep it going.
Alright.
Unless it's audible.
I don't know. It might be.
Allah Father.
And he's quoted saying, something may come through dimensional doors at the Large Hadron Collider. And out of this door might come something, or we might send something through.
That's pretty spooky.
Yeah, like, this doesn't really sound like particles anymore, bro.
Yeah.
It sounds like,
What you trying to do, bro?
yeah, it sounds like maybe like
Dimensions?
portals or dimensions. This is what a lot of people are theorizing, that they're trying to open like a dimension to, like portals to different dimensions, or like time travel, or just maybe portals from like Switzerland to like Bass Pro Shop.
That's a good one.
That would be a good one.
Yeah, I would do it.
Yeah, yeah. I would do it. I would do it. Um, but yeah, and then people are looking more into CERN and how weird it looks. Like they have the logo right here, and they say it kind of looks like an eclipse type thing.
That's true. Yeah.
The other circle isn't there. That's drawn in,
Mm.
but both of the circles, right?
Yeah.
And then they're saying that if you flip it around and do weird shit, it looks like 666.
I could kind of see it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Images covering Abel's face.
You're welcome.
And a lot of people see shit like this, like from conspiracy theorists, like, oh, like put on your tinfoil hat, like you're doing weird shit. But they say the devil's in the details, bro. Like they're not gonna come out and say like, hey guys, we're gonna summon the devil, you know. But they're gonna like allude to it and kind of like mess around. Like that's just, they say that's how the demons operate, bro.
It's pretty crazy though.
Yeah.
'Cause if you think about it too, like when we were growing up, there wasn't shit like a bunch of events happening. We were like, damn, the end of the world is coming. But like now,
Yeah.
it's like you kind of like see everybody like they're constantly trying to be like, oh, the end's coming, with all the like the war controversy shit, and with just like different events that are happening. It's like, damn, this is scary. And now it's all like even more keeps coming up. Where it's like the end of the world is coming, the end of the world is
Yeah,
coming.
yeah. I feel like before, like you would hear it and it'd be kind of like,
Yeah.
like I remember I was scared, bro. So I remember one time on the news there was like some old guy who was like, I think it was 2010, and he was like, yeah, the world's gonna end on like April whatever. And that day I was scared as fuck, bro. I was like, oh my god, the world's gonna end. And I was crying, bro. And my parents were trying to tell me that like nothing's gonna happen. But like it was on the news, and then nothing happened. And then now we hear like the world's gonna end, and I'm like, all right, bro, whatever.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up, bro. Like I don't care. You know?
I'm not gonna get tricked again.
Yeah, the world shouldn't, bro. Like shut up. Yeah. Now there's more events, but now a lot of people are connecting like the eclipse and just the 8th in general to like apocalyptic shit because of the eclipse and because of CERN and other things that we're gonna go into. But back to CERN. There's a lot of stuff to talk about CERN. Is outside of their facilities, they have a statue of the goddess Shiva.
Oh, that's the one with the head.
The one with the head. Which one doesn't have a head?
That's a good point.
So this is a statue they have?
Oh, the one with all the arms. I remember. That's what.
Yeah,
I remember.
hold on. It's like an Indian
Yeah.
thing. But Shiva. So they say that it was given to them by like the Indian like science community, like the Indian government. They're like, here guys, like, cause of all your contributions or whatever the fuck. So they're like, oh no, we just got it as a gift, so we just put it out in front of our fucking headquarters. But Shiva, bro, she was not even like a god or a goddess. She was like a transgender, bro. Cause it's like both men and women. What's the other word?
Transvestite.
It could be that one.
It could be. I don't know for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. Let us know. But it's the god or goddess, I guess, of destruction and rebirth.
That's
So like
weird.
in lore, it will basically like just kind of wipe out everything and then rebuild it in like its own image type shit, which is basically the devil, bro. If you think about it, that's what the devil wants, to like kill like God and whatever, and just rebuild everything in like his own way, take over and shit. It's kind of scary, bro. And then so next to the statue, they put a plaque, and it says, thousands of years ago, Indian artists made the image of Lord Shiva absorbed in the dance from the copper chain. Today, in our time, all physical scientists are again using advanced technologies to create the format of cosmic dance. At present, scientists' theory of cosmic dance actually stands on the foundation of ancient myths, religion, art, and physics. Modern physics tells us that the process of creation and cataclysm is not just linked to the beginning and end of life in the universe, but to the particles of the whole creation. What does that mean to you, Abel?
Well, it means that all of their ideas right now are not really grounded per se on academic finds and current knowledge. Rather, they're based on previous minds and interpretations of the world itself through religion and other forms of expression
Yeah.
in the past. So I think that's pretty irresponsible of them though, because there was a lot of things that was ill represented in the past that's pretty understood now. So if they're taking stuff that's ill represented from the past and making such a big movement off of that, that is pretty. I think that could have pretty catastrophic.
A lot of things could go wrong.
Yeah.
Blood's just yapping.
That was.
But yeah, no, yeah, I agree that they're saying they're kind of looking towards like myth and shit like that, bro,
Yeah.
to inspire like this science, bro.
Yeah, it's like
And-
Fortnite.
What?
Zeus. And like all the Greek gods, like all the myths and stuff, and they're using them for like Fortnite and stuff. I think that's very irresponsible.
Why?
Yeah,
'Cause,
why is
like-
that responsible? It's just Fortnite, bro.
What if there's a thunderstorm and the kid runs outside and is like, I want to be like Zeus, bro?
I think he deserves it, bro.
That's a good point.
Yeah, because that would mean that they're throwing it at him. He should build or get away.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah,
Or
bro.
you should like shoot towards him first before
Yeah.
he gets hit. Yeah.
Yeah, and then that way he could pick up the drop.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah.
Train yourself.
Be ready.
Thank you.
Fortnite.
I think I have a Fortnite reference. Yeah, I have a Fortnite reference. Okay.
Okay. I don't know what's up with you in Fortnite, bro.
I
I
think it's
feel like every week you try to talk about Fortnite.
I try.
Like Fortnite or GTA sometimes, bro.
Yeah. It's pretty.
I remember we were
For
talking about
one
like inflation, and you're talking about, oh yeah, in GTA, cars used to be like $1 million, and that was like the best one. But now they're like $10 million, and they're not even that good.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That's the truth though, bro. What's up with that?
All right, man. I don't want to talk about GTA anymore, bro.
The casino in GTA is pretty cool though.
All right, bro. But to me, it just says that they're drawing inspiration, but also that they recognize Shiva as like a representation of what they're trying to do.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Because they're talking about like the
sus.
cosmic dance, and they're talking about creation and cataclysm, which is just reverse. You know, you're creating and destroying, but you destroy first and then you create again.
Yeah.
You know. So a lot of people are like, yo, like, what the fuck is this? Like, this is really weird. This is like demonic. This is like.
That's scary, bro. They're just trying to like. They're not really caring about the present, but like we're all in the present, bro. Like chill. I'm not trying to die, bro. Chill.
Yeah, it's CERN. You need to chill.
Come on.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And then it's really weird too, because they're deciding to do it the day of the eclipse.
Yeah, it's odd timing.
Because I feel like if everything was done like separate days, like maybe it wouldn't be that big of like an issue. Like people wouldn't be like,
Yeah.
all right.
The most they do is like, oh, all these events are kind of like clustered up, but it's like, it's not really that huge difference. You know? That's not really like that crazy, you know.
Yeah, but it's not just the eclipse that happens, bro. During the eclipse, NASA is sending out rockets
What
to the eclipse to like monitor like what it does to Earth,
Oh.
and it's really weird, bro. So the project, you know how they just name their programs, like the moon ones are like Apollo,
Oh yeah.
or they have like the Discovery and shit like that. They have different names. So this one, it's atmospheric perturbations around eclipse path, or APEP, if you want to make it like a acronym.
Yeah.
APEP though is the name of an Egyptian god of darkness and disorder, and he was like the rival. Like he was Ra, the sun god. He was Ra's op, bro.
What the heck?
Yeah. So he was represented as like a snake, and Ra's like an eagle. So it's like,
Oh,
it kind of goes back
yeah.
to like mythology. You kind of see like the eagle versus the snake. So they're trying to say like they're using this to again like kind of like all the eclipse like mythology.
Oh yeah.
So a lot of people are saying like, oh, like look, they're kind of poking fun at things, and again like symbolism,
Yeah.
like in the little details. Like if you saw APEP, most people don't know what the fuck that is. I didn't know what that is till I did like research. Especially not if you saw what the acronym stood for. Like I don't know what the fuck a perturbation means.
I think it's just like I forgot the simpler word. Something that affects something. Like the perturbation in the can's stillness. I affected it.
That
like,
sounds right. I'm not gonna challenge it. I'm just gonna accept it. Thanks, Abel. Thank you. I'm gonna look it up when I'm editing, and I'm gonna fucking prove that shit's wrong. But right now, you're fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Or maybe I'll prove it right.
I'll enjoy it. I'll enjoy it. At least for now.
Alright, yeah. That's what it's all about, man. And then there's this really weird shit with the government. Because NASA is like a government entity, bro. Right?
That's true, yeah.
And just the government in general, bro, because they're telling people during the eclipse that we should have extra food, you should have gas in your cars, like make sure you have gas. Keep your kids home from school. I work at a school. I think I might just take the day, bro.
That's true, yeah. Cause like, bro, like, what are you gonna do, bro?
Like that's really weird because there was an eclipse like not that long ago.
Yeah,
Like 6.
Is this one more like significant or something? Or like
This one,
covers
it's
more?
supposed to cover, I think, most of the U.S.
Oh shoot.
and something involving like a path of like visibility or some shit that like converges into like an X.
That's tomorrow.
Yeah, it's tomorrow. I'll show you guys the map. So there was an eclipse 7 years ago,
Yeah.
which was also a total solar eclipse because sometimes it's partial
Oh yeah.
and you still see a little bit.
I think I looked at the partial one.
Well, it wasn't in California, but yeah.
Oh no, I looked at the partial one that happened recently.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I remember there was one we were in like high school, bro.
Mm.
And then we were in science class at the time, and they told us to make like a box or something so that we could use to look at it. But then it wasn't even visible, so we did it for fucking
Oh
nothing.
shit, that's fucked up.
But the paths converge into an X
Oh,
over
damn.
like Illinois. So this is like the path to like visibility.
Fuck Illinois.
So this one is the 2017 one, and this
Yeah.
is the 2024 one. It's like,
Oh shoot.
and they converge over here.
Well, I feel like they would have converged regardless eventually.
Yeah, but it's not that they're converging. It's more that they're converging. That they happen so soon. Total solar eclipse is supposed to be rare.
That's
Like I remember seeing
true.
like it's not supposed to happen. Because I think before this it happened like, well, 7 years ago. Before that maybe like 1900s or some shit.
Oh shoot.
Like it's rare that's a total solar eclipse over the entirety of the U.S. too.
Mm.
Like it spans from like the west coast to the eastern side, you know. And yeah, they're telling people like, you know, stay stocked up. Like that's really weird. It's weird shit to say. They weren't saying that shit last time.
Mm.
I know for a fact they weren't. They were just like, hey, be careful, don't look at it.
That's true.
But now they're like, you guys should stay home. You guys should stay.
I
Stocked
didn't even
up.
hear about that. That's crazy.
Bro, they're deploying because this is supposed to start like in Texas. Like it's supposed to be like first visible.
Yeah.
They're deploying like National Guard
What the fuck?
in Texas and Oklahoma.
Oh, they maybe. Well, I don't know. Doesn't like generally conservative states.
Yeah.
They're pretty.
I don't know how Oklahoma is, but I know Texas is.
Yeah, I feel like Oklahoma is also because it's like around the Panhandle area, and that's like more conservative. But I don't know. It's an interesting decision because I feel like if it was National Guard level, other people would employ it too. And I feel like Oklahoma isn't like, and Texas aren't really like on the edge or anything, so it's not like they're excluded. You know, they're like more towards the center.
Yeah.
So I feel like other states would be affected. I don't know why only they decided for National Guard though.
Well, maybe other ones. This is just what I've heard.
Oh, maybe.
And also, bro, they have like crazy level scientists, like nuclear scientists and all sorts of scientists, working with the National Guard to like monitor the eclipse and shit. Which sounds really weird. It's like there's so many like Avengers, bro.
Yeah, it's true. All the biggest minds.
Mm-hmm. They
Let me
called
check-
me
wait,
up,
let me
but I
check
said
my-
I
I was
couldn't.
about to say, let me check my email.
They would not call you, bro.
Bro. I feel like maybe. Perhaps.
And I've been seeing videos, bro. Like Brandon's been sending me videos about like protecting yourself from the eclipse. 'Cause it's supposed to be like a spiritual thing. 'Cause this is like biblical
Oh.
shit, and people are looking into like lore and stuff like that, like myths. But she's more like spiritual, bro.
Mm.
So she's looking into like, okay, you need to light these candles that are gonna protect your energy, and you have to.
Mm.
She sent me a video right now about protecting your pet's energy from the eclipse.
Oh, you put Scooby inside.
No. Well, yeah, inside, yeah, but you also have to like tie like a red ribbon around them, so that they don't absorb the negative energy from the sun.
I'll do an experiment with my animals.
Do crystals work?
Crystals would work. I'll ask her what crystals. I'm not sure if
Meth.
she's super into crystal. Meth?
What?
Crystal meth.
No.
Yeah,
Little
like
crystals.
rose quartz.
I
Shit's
know.
stupid.
I was just making a
Yeah,
joke.
dummy. It wasn't that funny, bro. Stop playing. Meth is not a laughing matter, bro. very serious.
I think it could be under the correct circumstances.
5 likes and able tries meth.
I do not want to try
No.
that,
Yeah, what happened to it being funny, bro?
bro. It's funny, but not when I do it, bro.
5 likes and Savannah tries meth.
No. I feel like if Fortnite. I'm just kidding.
Cut the shit out, bro.
I was gonna say, like, what if we had a rich person hired a bunch of meth heads to do battle royale? I feel like that'd be
Is it
pretty.
a British person?
Rich person,
Mm.
or like. No, that's for later. Never mind. I can't give more details.
Okay. Like the Hunger Games, bro.
Like the Hunger Games, but like,
Mm.
have you seen those TikToks where it's like in India, they make them play like a bunch of little kids play like a little game?
Oh yeah, and they win stuff.
Yeah, where it's like a for example, like a can rolling down a table,
Mm-hmm.
and there's like a bunch of boxes on the bottom, and wherever the can lands, they like decides what prize you get, and it's just a bunch of food items, and they say, "Congratulations, you win pack of noodles," and like everybody cheers, and then the next guy goes, "You win a juice." We win chips. Everybody's like, "Yeah."
I've never seen this before. What the fuck?
It's like it's crazy. It's like it's not really crazy. It's pretty small, but everybody in the comments is like Hunger Games, Hunger Games. That just unlocked that memory for me, bro.
This recent?
It's this year.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Pretty recent.
Yeah.
Back to this
Oh
though.
yeah.
Yeah, Brian is sending me shit like that, like protect, like fucking tying up with a red ribbon to protect your
Yeah.
pets, lighting certain type of candles and shit like that.
Does
And
incense work?
I'm not sure. I'd have to look into the specific type of candles or whatever you'll light.
What if I close my eyes at the sun? Will that still be effective? You think? Like if I go like this?
Well, it's an energy thing.
Oh yeah, energy.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
And she's big into like tarot readers and shit like that.
Terrorist.
I don't think she's big into terrorists.
Probably not.
I'd hope not. And they're saying that this eclipse like is gonna usher in like what?
I don't know why. I just thought of Usher, bro. Or like,
Or celebrity crush.
what the heck? I don't have a celebrity crush.
Bro rewatches the Super Bowl halftime show every day.
That's why I'm staring.
What the heck?
Bro, we were watching the Super Bowl together. This was drooling when Usher came out, bro.
Bruh. We weren't even watching.
Usher took his shirt off and that fool was like gyrating his hips and it was like that at the TV. He got up real close too.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's supposed to bring in like all sorts of
Keep
like
an eye on.
like negative events and negative things, like apocalyptic type
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
They're saying because there's been a lot of earthquakes recently
Oh yeah.
and like tsunamis and shit. There was an earthquake in like New York, which is like crazy for them because they don't even get earthquakes like that.
That's true.
People were
yeah.
tripping out. It wasn't a big earthquake. I think it was like 4 or 3. But just because they don't get it, people were like,
yeah, what the flip?
yeah. So this guy that she watches, I guess, had said that there's supposed to be like a lot more events like that, like where shit doesn't really happen. There's supposed to be, I think it was a tsunami. I think in like Taiwan or some shit.
That's normal though.
Yeah, but there's supposed to be one in I think San Diego. She said.
Oh, that's not very normal.
So there's be in San Diego. I feel like we always kind of live in threat of like earthquakes.
Yeah.
So just earthquakes and shit like that, natural disasters that could happen. Also, I saw people talking about after the eclipse, it's supposed to be 3 days of darkness.
I mean, that'd be kind of like.
That could be literal, but that could be like metaphorical too. Because
Maybe.
I don't think the sun's gonna be covered for 3 days.
That would be kind of like interesting though.
It would be like Alaska. Alaska has like months where the sun is
Yeah.
out and months where the sun is
And
down.
it'd also be like something different, you know. I feel like that could be like cool experience.
It would be cool. Well, maybe because you don't drive, bro.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would suck if like always having to drive in the dark.
Maybe.
A
Yeah.
lot of people were dummies, bro.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, like I drive pretty well, but I work in an area with a lot of Asians, not the best drivers, bro. I don't care anymore. I'm just gonna say it.
Damn.
Yeah. But yeah, it could be like metaphorical darkness or like just darkness of a different sense, bro. Because they say that during the eclipse.
The helicopter.
Oh shit. Because the government's saying too that during the eclipse, like we could have like cellular network issues, bro, like connectivity stuff.
No.
And so that brand has been telling me for the longest, bro, is that eventually everyone's power is just gonna go out and we're gonna not have power for like months or some shit.
They're saying that about not well also power, but that's the reason why the big conspiracy theories are saying that that's the reason a lot of our money is going digital.
Everything's going digital, bro.
So
They're
they
going
can
to
control
electric
us.
cars. I live in apartment complexes, and they're switching out all the stoves and shit to electric. Because it used to be like natural gas powered, and now they're switching everything to electric. So a lot of people are saying that everything's moving to electricity and digital, so that when we lose our power, it's supposed to be like a big ass blackout. I think she said the big blackout's supposed to happen next year. So we'll see. But yeah, everything's going digital so that no one has access to fucking anything.
I feel like it's also just a good way to control you.
Yeah.
It's easier to like put that control on you when the cars are electric. So if they turn off your power, they'll be like, okay, you can't drive anymore.
Yeah. Or you can only charge it from like this time to this time, so you can only travel like this much or whatever.
Just a bunch of like as much restrictions as possible. Because with a gas powered car, you could just like store gas, you know.
Yeah. People have fucking reserves of gas.
Yeah.
It lasts for a year, but you know every year you just stock up on more emergency gas.
Yes, it's just like, yeah, it's a lot really scary because they could really just control you, and it's just getting more and more to the point where they can just control you.
Yeah. Abel's girlfriend controls him.
But she just controls whether I'm like she helps me make sure I'm safe.
That's what she tells you?
I'm gonna force him to do a TikTok dance.
For your
You
safety.
guys.
For your safety. Well, you can't force me.
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't work like that. It's for your safety, Abel.
What TikTok dance am I gonna do?
Home Depot?
The Home Depot guy, bro.
All right, next week.
Were you for real?
Right now. Just fucking right now. It's right now.
I don't know how to do it. I don't have it memorized, so I can't do
It's
it.
like 5 seconds.
When we're done recording, bro, you can do it.
What did I do?
Nothing, bro. It's for your safety.
For
Just
my
keeping you safe.
From who?
The
Is there pee on
sun.
The
there?
sun? Oh, maybe energy.
And then because a lot of news sources were like, oh, a lot of people were saying there's gonna be 3 days of darkness. It's only gonna be like a couple of minutes probably,
Damn.
because of just the length of blackout.
Even
The,
that's a
the
long
length of
time.
eclipses. Sorry,
I'm
Um,
excited, kind of.
I'm not excited.
Just to like see everything black.
I live in the hood, bro.
Oh, sorry, it's already coming.
Yeah. Nah, but I think it's weird that they're even like addressing shit like that.
Yeah.
Cause like I feel like it's common sense that eclipses last like a couple minutes maybe. Yeah, just a lot of weird shit going on. Eclipses, fucking earthquakes and tsunamis. The cicadas, remember we talked about
Oh,
cicadas?
yeah.
It's supposed to happen like around this week.
Oh shit.
So a lot of people are like, yo, like, it's really biblical shit because that was one of the plagues. Also, the darkness was one of the plagues.
And another plague was at the
Cicadas.
not really a plague, but another biblical event that was said to be happening was the rivers drying up in the African area, and in the Bible or in some religious text it says that once the river like dries down more and more, it's gonna reveal like caves on the walls of the river, and that's gonna release like the angels of death or something like that to like bring upon, what is it called?
Apocalypse,
Judgment
bro.
Day.
Oh, Judgment Day.
Judgment Day, to like kill a lot of people
Yeah.
that aren't really followers and shit.
And actually, now that I kind of said that about like rivers and shit, I think the last time that there was like a really big eclipse, after that there was like a huge earthquake that the Mississippi River was flowing backwards.
What the
Like it like
fuck?
made it go backwards. I don't know for how long.
That's some like
That's really like if I saw some shit like that, like I would probably think we're all gonna fucking die, bro.
yeah, I would think like some that's like some
Especially back then, bro. I don't know when it was.
that's a
It
good
was, like,
idea
really long time
for
ago.
an apocalypse movie thing. Like it would be like a really outside the box idea, which would be pretty like effective, I think, in a movie setting. So if that could actually happen, would be like crazy.
I feel like I haven't seen that many apocalypse movies. Maybe it's been done.
Yeah, maybe. That Courage the Cowardly Dog episode was pretty scary with the
I
plagues.
never watched that.
You never watched Courage the Cowardly Dog?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, there was that one episode where he
I
steals.
know what it is, but
He steals like a ancient slab, or like he doesn't steal it. Someone else stole it, and then the dad of the household, the
the old
patriarch,
man.
Eugene or something like that. He got it and he was like kept it and he didn't want to give it back. And then like the ancient spirit was like,
Just spider on me.
turn the slab or suffer the curse.
Mm.
And
Oh, I've heard of it. I think a lot of people say that like in their childhood that was like so super scary
It was
episode.
so scary.
That like scarred people, bro.
It was scary, and there was like another plague thing where it was like bugs, darkness, and some other stuff. And I was like, what the fuck? What is all this? And that's why every time I think of plagues, I think of that, and it's pretty scary. Also, that was a pretty cool. It was a pretty alright show.
I never watched it.
It was pretty silly.
But yeah,
How do you feel
Cool.
about Tom and Jerry?
Tom and Jerry. I like Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, I, like
I
Tom and
watched
Jerry
it a lot.
too. I just want to know your opinion. I like Tom and Jerry too.
Is it relevant?
Not really. I just really like Tom and Jerry. I was saying cartoons, the Courage the Cowardly Dog, and that made me think of my enjoyment for Tom and Jerry, and I was like, I wanted to know about your like, what was your stance on that?
I approve of Tom and Jerry.
Thank you, man.
You heard it here. You heard it here first, guys. I like Tom and Jerry, and I'm not ashamed of it.
That's how it should be.
No, and then also kind of going on with like apocalyptic biblical things, bro. Because cicadas, like that's supposed to be like a plague, you know,
Yeah,
like the bugs. I think for Egypt it was like locusts,
yeah.
but we don't have locusts, bro. We have cicadas. It's supposed to be like billions of cicadas coming out of the fucking dirt. We did a whole episode talking about it.
It's crazy. Like even then, like cicada things, not plagues, when they like come out,
The broods.
the broods. There we go. They're already kind of rare, and they come out like every like 20 years or something like that.
Yeah, because they have like timed things. Like yeah, they're not
This
every year.
yeah, and this time it's 2 broods that their times lined up.
Hmm.
That's already super duper rare, and it's happening at the same time as all this.
Yeah, especially in like the same like small time frame. Because they're saying,
Yeah.
cause obviously these are animals, bro. Like they don't follow fucking biblical clocks.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't on the 8th. But they're saying it's supposed to be like soon, like the week of maybe around there.
And even then, the plagues themselves came in stages.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Cause I think first was like darkness, and then came other shit. So yeah, that's true. That is true. And also, bro, in Israel, bro. Fuck you, Israel, bro.
That was pretty funny, man.
Thanks, man. In Israel, they recently received red heifers, bro. You know what that is?
No.
Yeah.
Helicopters?
No.
Oh.
Cows. But they're red.
How would they receive them?
Because in biblical folklore or whatever, the Torah or whatever the fuck, this. It's a red.
Oh, it's kind of cool.
They're supposed to be like holy figures, bro. So they sacrifice the red heifers because they need, I think, the ashes or the blood of the red heifer when they do daily sacrifices. And that's some shit they did like super back in the day, and then I guess they stopped.
What the fuck?
It's a biblical thing. And then for that they need its blood, or I think the ashes when they burn it or some shit, to do daily sacrifices.
There was a story, and like there's a biblical story, I think in the Bible, where God was doing or some shit like that, where he was telling all of his followers to put blood of sheep or something on their doors, and if they do that, they won't be affected by a certain plague.
Oh yeah.
To his only that way everybody,
the firstborn son, I think.
yeah, and that way all of his followers didn't get affected, but everybody who didn't follow him, like, they died.
Yeah, they had to mark their door
Yeah.
with the blood of, I think, a lamb or something.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah. And a lot of people are looking at this and they're saying that, like, in the Bible, but I'm not a super religious guy. This is all these videos I've seen and people talk about it. That the Antichrist, bro, is supposed to come and it's going to interrupt a daily sacrifice. But they don't do those.
Yeah.
But now that they have the red heifer, they could start doing them.
That's
And
scary.
so now there's gonna be a daily sacrifice for the Antichrist to interrupt, bro.
And what if they just didn't do sacrifices so the Antichrist never came and interrupts them?
That's
bro?
what I'm saying, bro. So I don't know why they need to.
It's okay, I got you.
And that's supposed to be like a big part of the Palestinian conflict, bro. That they don't want them to do this fucking
I got it.
sacrifice. You drop.
Telephone.
Yeah, so a big part of the Israel-Palestine conflict because Palestine doesn't want them to do this.
Oh, damn.
Hmm. So I don't know where that is now. Israel has the red heifers. That came from like Texas, which again Texas is where the eclipse is supposed to start. So a lot of people were like, "This is all weird, bro." Because a lot of people like me, bro. I don't believe in coincidences, bro.
Mm.
I think shit's like supposed to happen, and that's just how it is. Like I don't think like, oh yeah, like it happened to be like this.
Yeah, I think you could view in life that everything happens for a reason is also like a pretty like you could kind of connect stuff more, and I feel like it also in general it's a pretty good way to live because you kind of take stuff more in stride and like look forward to how it develops you
Yeah.
rather than just kind of being like, why is this all happening? And it kind of gives you hope for the future also.
Very well said, Ibu. But yeah, war and conflict, bro. It's supposed to be there during apocalypse, basically. Also, bro, kind of on the topic of like war and shit. Did you see what happened with Mexico and Ecuador, bro?
No.
So recently, I think this happens the 5th or maybe the 6th.
A ton of shit is happening.
So I think I've talked about it previously. How Ecuador, they have like a really weird, like a really bad situation in their country with like crime and shit like that. And the former president, was, I think, guilty of some fraud or some shit like that. And he was seeking asylum with Mexico, and he was in their embassy, the embassy in Ecuador. So he was hiding out in there, and they were processing shit, I guess, doing diplomatical things. And the fucking Ecuadorian police, bro, they stormed the embassy to get him.
That's crazy.
So like a lot of people don't know how embassies work, bro, but that's technically considered part of Mexico.
That is.
Like it's not part of Ecuador that Mexico occupies, bro.
Yeah, it's procedure.
Like it's part of Mexico. Yeah, it's procedure. They're supposed to be like safe from shit like that. This is part of like
It's their land.
Geneva
yeah,
Accords and shit like that.
Really important shit.
So now that they're doing that, bro, like Mexico, they're cutting ties with Ecuador, like they're pulling out of their like the embassy and shit like
yeah,
that.
because even then, like, you could argue for like Ecuador, be like, oh, the prisoner they went inside and everything, but there's procedure for that. You gotta like, there's extradition and shit like that. Because at the end of the day, it's their territory. So just doing that even though it's like they're kind of like, oh, we're getting a criminal, it's still like, that's not how you do it.
Yeah, you don't just fucking go in and get them.
That's really reckless.
So they're cutting ties with Ecuador, bro, and a lot of other like Latin American countries, bro. They're supporting Mexico.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, fuck Ecuador, bro. Like,
Mexico's gonna get bigger too.
Mexico is gonna get what?
Like not bigger as in size, but as in like world influence.
Oh no, yeah, for sure, bro. And it's really interesting because I think they're supposed to be like homies with like Russia, bro.
They're gonna be homies with China. They're homies with China already too.
Yeah.
They're like kind of playing all sides because they're a really important connection with the U.S. Well, they're like physically connected to the U.S. and that's like the U.S. is like one of the biggest consumers of the whole world. And
that's why they're so fat, bro.
yeah, and China's like, now that they have a fuck ton of tariffs and shit, they're moving all their shit to Mexico. And not only does that make everything cheaper in general because of transportation and shit, but also just makes it easier. So all the companies from around the world that we usually just ship to the U.S. or like take boats, they're starting to move to Mexico, and that's causing like Mexican like finances and shit like that. Because now there's a lot of jobs there. There's like more opportunities.
Yeah, I know. Like Tesla put up a lot of like
Yeah.
factories out of Mexico, bro.
And there's just like a lot more opportunity out there. And they were like kind of grilling the president of Mexico for not really taking advantage of that, because he's like really slowing the uptick with like allowing for it to happen and like putting stuff into it to make sure it happens better. And they were like, what the like, bro, like come on, like pay attention, because it's really important for the economy and shit. And they're saying that Mexico's influence is already getting bigger and
he's
bigger.
busier with other things, bro, like being the world's biggest Spanish-speaking Twitch streamer, bro.
Yeah, that's more important.
Way more important, bro. But I think it's election year for them too this year.
Yeah. I feel like that's gonna be a big part of it. Like
My mom, she keeps up a lot with it. So all sorts of silly stuff that could happen there too. I don't want to get into it though, politics, bro. Maybe close to election time.
Yeah, elections are always interesting.
Always, yeah, always silly and funny, bro. Also, bro, actually, they say that Biden asked for a ceasefire in Gaza, bro.
Oh shit, that's pretty close to election time.
It's pretty, yeah, it's pretty close to election time. It's pretty significant. So we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah, it's true. It's not like a concrete thing where he's like stop it and they stop.
Yeah.
But also that could be like a really like last minute play to get, because a lot of people are like pro Palestine. So I feel like that could be like a really huge play for the election. Like, oh guys, you know, vote for me.
Yeah.
But also I feel like Donald Trump. Oh, not even. I don't know. I'm getting into politics, but I just feel like as a person, he'd probably just pull out anyways. Cause like, why the fuck do we need to be there?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I feel like it's just a interesting situation in general.
Yeah, there's all sorts of interesting shit happening around like certain day. You know, I see a lot of shit happening the day.
Yeah.
You know, the 8th. So we'll see what happens.
I'm excited to find out.
We'll see if we're alive on the 9th.
That's true. I'm not as excited to find out anymore.
maybe there's like a blackout for 3 days and I can't even upload this video until like Friday, bro.
Shoot. Damn.
Yep. But yeah, let us know. Did you look at the eclipse? Because this would come out.
Yeah.
Did you look at the eclipse?
How did it look like? Because I didn't look at the eclipse. I wish I could, but
Did you spiritually protect yourself and your pets?
let us know. I have to physically protect Scooby by putting him inside. It should
The
do
red
that.
ribbon.
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't
shit,
know if I'm
dude.
gonna do that for.
I don't know if you've been seeing on the news. Sorry, I'm so
It's
sorry.
okay.
On the news that they were saying that there was like a syndrome where you look at people and their faces look like demonic, bro. Did you guys see that? Yeah, bro. Holy shit, I completely forgot.
It's kind of stupid.
Demonic face syndrome, bro. It's called demon face syndrome, or officially known as prosopagmetamorphosa. Probably said that wrong.
Sounds pretty correct to me, man.
But these are the images they put on the news.
What the heck?
To me, it just reminds me of fucking Donkey Kong, bro.
That's true. It does look like Donkey Kong. Or like weird vampire elf thingies.
Yeah. Looks like you, I think.
Oh, damn.
Nah, but yeah, that's what it's supposed to look like. Images somewhere on screen. And I've been seeing a lot of it like recently. Like it's been on the news. People on TikTok have been talking about it. And so basically what it does is like you see someone's face and it gets distorted. And this has been happening like it's not like a this year thing. It's been
Yeah.
happening before, but now we're seeing it
That's
being
like
talked about.
recognized.
And a lot of people are saying like this in conjunction with like the portal, potentially the eclipse, its connection with like demons and the devil and all sorts of shit, that they're like, oh nah, like you just have the syndrome, bro. Like we didn't do like, but in reality they just summoned stuff.
Shit.
You know, that's what I think. Because a lot of people have been saying that like, okay, like something's gonna happen, and there's gonna be demons. But people are gonna tell you like, no, you're crazy. You just have like a syndrome. You're just mentally unwell when you're fine. But I think this is coming from me right now. That some shit with the eclipse, some shit with CERN, bro. There's gonna be demons, fool, and they're gonna tell us that they didn't do nothing. But it's that. Cancel geniuses, bro. I'm
Here,
calling
here
that
first.
shit right now, bro.
Yeah. Pretty significant stuff coming up though.
Yeah, it's very significant stuff.
Damn.
I think I'm done. I don't know if you guys have anything else to share, anything
Anything to add to
to
that?
add. Your thoughts, perhaps.
I was thinking about schizophrenic people. It's like, what if you know how like people see them as like them hallucinating, and like
Yeah.
what if they're seeing the real world and we're
Mm,
calling them crazy, but they're actually seeing all the real shit.
That's true,
That's
bro.
what I was thinking.
I know they say that a lot about like people being in like on mushrooms and shit too.
Yeah.
That you're on mushrooms and that kind of opens like your mind's eye, so then you see shit how it really is, and then you connect with like things on like a spiritual level. They said about mushrooms and DMT and shit like that, bro.
Yeah. It's pretty interesting, but I feel like there are also cases where people that are schizophrenic see like
Bugs on them and shit, bro.
yeah, and also like not just like seeing shit, but like being paranoid. Even their own family members like, oh, stop stealing money from me type shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, I didn't steal anything from you.
Maybe they did though.
Maybe you never know, but it's just stuff like that. Like there's probably a spectrum to it also. I assume so. So I mean, it could be possible. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
You can't prove it. You can't do anything to prove it against. You know.
Yeah, like I can't temporarily give myself schizophrenia and then take it
Yeah.
away to see what it is, you know? That's true, Savannah. That's why you're a genius, bro. Anything else to share, guys? Maybe? About anything, 'cause I feel like I talk about a lot of shit for like an hour.
I can't think of anything. It's just remember to stay safe and not look at the eclipse.
Or maybe we should do the opposite of what the government tells us.
What if
the
looking into the
government-
eclipse gives us superpowers?
Yeah, yeah. I was talking about this with Brianna, bro. She she was watching something and they were talking about X-Men, bro. And she didn't know what the fuck the X-Men was. And she was like, hey, like, what the fuck is X-Men? Like, oh, like, it's comic books about, like, superheroes. But everyone has, like, in your genes, you have, like, something.
Yeah.
Not your pants, stupid. Those aren't even jeans.
I was
Are they?
checking if I had jeans.
Okay. But in your, like, your DNA, there's, like, a gene that could get activated, and then you get your powers. And she's like, oh, shit. And I don't think she explained it to me, bro. But she saw someone talking about it. She's like, we're gonna get powers, and I hope I get powers, bro.
I do too.
So yeah, maybe we should look at the sun. Fuck you, the government. Yeah.
I'll think about it. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, because what if the government wants us to stay inside and not look at it, bro?
I feel
Maybe
like-
we should go outside and look at it.
I feel like maybe I'll go outside, but I won't look at it. I think that's a good balance.
I think they say you could look at it like through like another source.
Or like a phone,
Yeah, like a phone or like its reflection on water and shit like that.
maybe. I'll research it.
Oh, there's glasses made for that.
Yeah, but those are made by the government.
That's
Um,
true. What if
We're
I?
against him.
Yeah, I'm always against the government. Except when it's tax return season.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, water is natural. Like, that's not created. It could be created by the government, actually. They say the government creates, like, weather and shit.
I would say it's not out of the realm of possibilities. There was already technology for that, created a while ago to cause rain.
Maybe the government created Abel to be on this podcast with me.
Never know. I don't think so though, cause I don't have
Yeah,
a
I
lot
don't
of
think the government
memories.
would make you, bro.
I feel like I have less memories than other people, but that's just because I have bad memory.
You're like a clone or some shit. You don't have original Abel's memories.
I'm sure I think it's something that happened a long time ago. No, I can't. The only thing that comes to my head is when I peed on that tree, but I already talked about it.
Yeah. Well, bro, that kind of reminds me. There's like a theory, bro, where like I think I talked about it before, where the world was created like last week.
Oh yeah, you just talked about it before.
And
And
then
I
they-
just forget.
Yeah, we forget, and they like put in memories to make you think like that we've lived for like X amount of years, but we've only existed for like a week. I don't see the point of it though.
Yeah. I feel that's just like a thing that people just say because you can't disprove it.
Yeah, again, like, kind of goes back to science. Like, fuck you. Like, why don't you think about real shit that matters? Like, who cares if the world was created last week, bro? Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck about particles, bro? Who gives a fuck about curing cancer, bro? We already have yoga.
That's true. Yoga's a big one.
Yeah.
You just gotta master those positions, bro.
My favorite position, CEO.
First things first. Shout out to George Washington. Rest in peace, big fella.
Fuck you, George Washington.
What did he do?
He was a colonizer,
Oh,
and I'm against that.
okay.
I think he had slaves.
Oh shit, that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Fuck. Moving on.
You still want to shout him out, bro?
Moving on.
You're not
7.
gonna take back the shout out though.
Sorry, George Washington. Wait, no, not sorry. Don't have slaves. That's bad. Shout out revoked. 7.
Now make up for it. You have to shout out like a positive figure.
Martin Luther King Jr.
Martin Luther King Jr., bro. I think he like cheated on his wife a lot.
For real?
Yeah.
Did like that ass?
Yeah.
Shit.
Find negative things about everyone.
Keanu Reeves.
I just don't like him. But
You don't
that's
like
fine.
it? I feel like he's a positive
I don't
figure.
know. Yeah, I don't think he's done anything. I just don't like him.
Okay, that works. Also, talking about people I don't like. 7-Eleven.
Yeah, yeah. Does Martin Luther King Jr. have affairs? Yes. And FBI surveillance, bro.
What the fuck?
Had
bro?
affairs during his lifetime. Did a lot of good stuff, bro. But I cannot support a cheater.
That's unforgivable. 7-Eleven.
The stores.
Yeah,
Why did you shout out George Washington?
I just felt like it was late. Okay. I went to 7-Eleven yesterday, last night after work, with my father. And we came in the store and we were like, okay, we're hungry. Maybe we could get some food and like a drink or something. We walk in and the guy's like, only cash. As he walked in, we were like, okay, that's fine. And we're looking for our stuff and and there was no pizzas in the little oven thing. And my dad's like, oh, can you make a pizza? He's like, machine don't work. It worked, bro. Just didn't want to make the pizza. But I understand that, like whatever.
I wouldn't make the pizza.
Yeah,
either.
I understand that. It's kind of late, you don't want to, you're the only person there, it's whatever. And we're just going to the store buying stuff. There was a ton of shit out of service. Like, almost everything was out of service. There was only like 4 sodas that worked.
4 sodas.
Yeah, like the rest were like covered by a paper saying
Oh,
sorry.
like the dispenser.
Yeah.
Shit. Oh.
Like, only one of the Slurpee thingies. Leaving the lottery machine was like out of service.
Mm-hmm. Because of the Eclipse, probably.
Yeah, the credit card thing didn't work. That's why he said only cash. It was a bunch of shit didn't work. And we're like, oh, that's kind of weird.
So maybe the machine just didn't work then, the pizza one.
Yeah, maybe.
They just had issues.
But like a lot of shit didn't work, and there was like a lot of like stuff missing too. Like a lid for a whole size wasn't there, and he said he didn't have any more. The cup holders for the coffee wasn't there at all. Like not the cup
like
holder.
the sleeves.
The sleeves wasn't there at all. My sister was like, "Ow," because she got hot chocolate. That wasn't important. And we're just like,
Shout out your sister.
yeah, shout
I
out.
don't think she's done anything bad that would make her unworthy of a shout out.
That's true. Shout out Michelle.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's just the first name.
Shout out Michelle.
They know my last name. Whatever.
Do you know your last name?
I feel like it's been said before, and it's on my Instagram. I shouldn't have said that. I'm just talking to myself. Okay, that's not the point. So we're like getting to pay. I think I got a Slim Jim and a Dr. Pepper. My brother got food.
Does it matter?
I forgot. I just want to share. My sister got a pack of donuts and hot chocolate, and my dad got Cheetos and coffee. No, just Cheetos. He didn't get coffee. He already had coffee. And we were pulling to pay. There was a guy in front of us, and the guy was like scanning his items, and he was like, the guy was like, "Why did it go from $7 to $9?" To the customer, and the guy was like, "Oh,"
Yeah.
and he gave him $2 back, and that was kind of like weird. I was like, at first I was like, "Oh, that's probably like an accident or something," and then we pull up to the guy, and then we're like paying and stuff, and then he like takes our total. My dad pays, and then he gets change. He's looking at the coins. He's like, "There's 32 cents missing here," and then my dad is like a Mexican accent. He's like, "It's missing 32 cents." It's like, "Oh, I didn't have a quarter," something like that. The guy's like, "Oh, I didn't have a quarter." I'm just like, "Okay, like, but you could have told me, You're stealing people. You're stealing from people. Like, you could have told me." And the guy was like, "Oh no, no quarter, no quarter." I mean, it's like, "Okay, I don't care. Like, it's not about the money. It's just like you didn't tell me. Like, you didn't let me know. You could have told me to like buy something for like a quarter or like get something else, Or you could have like whatever." And the guy was like, "Oh no, no."
But
Like,
they have other coins.
yeah, like exactly. So it was like weird. It was like, "Oh no, no, no." And my dad was like, "Oh, you're
Bro
stealing
needs
from
those
people."
32 cents, bro.
Yeah, it was crazy. At the point is like he tried doing that to the person like right behind us too, like right in front of us too. So I feel like he's just doing that shit to everybody.
Yeah.
And the thing too that stuck out to me was that a lot of the shit didn't work, and a lot of the technological shit that you need licenses for didn't work. Like even the alcohol, he marked himself manually for the price, which is really out of the ordinary, especially for 7-Eleven, which is a chain store. Bless you guys.
Yeah.
And
Thank you.
they even everything like you need license for owning lottery machines and shit.
Uh-huh.
Like all that type of shit was out of order. And the credit card you need license and you pay taxes on the digital shit. So I was like thinking like if it's just cash and shit like that could be like some tax evasion shit, bro. and that could also be like less controlling if he's doing like the little scam shit, because it's not gonna be able to be, you're not gonna be able to take track of it, you know. He's just putting the correct amount in for the item, and he's just keeping the change.
Yeah.
So it's just, I feel like that's just like a scummy thing to do, and fuck that dude. That's all I had to say. Like, that was pretty like annoying.
I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't even notice, bro. If I
Yeah, I feel like that's what
30
he's
cents.
banking on, because it's like you're just
Like, I
gonna
probably
get change and
noticed
put it
like
in your
missing
pocket.
$2.
Yeah,
But like cents, bro. Like I don't even know. Like I don't do
yeah,
anything with them, bro. I fucking throw them and stuff.
yeah. You put them in your pocket, and that's you just walk out, you know. And that's what he was
I
probably
would have
banking on.
coins and I throw them at Jaime, bro.
I don't remember that.
Shout out Jaime, man. Did he do anything bad?
He told me to meet him in the restroom. Faggot. That's what he said. Meet me in the
Shout out
restroom,
Jaime.
faggot.
Shout out Jaime. It's not gonna make me rescind it.
That's true. He did snitch though.
On who?
Me.
On you?
Yeah. I got in trouble for throwing the paper ball at him.
Deserved.
Yeah.
Well, it was a paper ball.
You hit him in the balls.
A paper ball. A rapper.
Nah, yeah, you hit him in the balls, bro. That's deserved. You only did that shit because I told you to do it.
Yeah, and we were all like, if anybody else did that shit, bro, nothing would have happened.
Bro, I remember I would throw fucking Skittles at him,
Yeah, exactly.
and I'd always hit him. I'd hit him in the lens of the glasses with
Oh.
the Skittles. I'd go like, and it'd go like, ding, and then make a little noise.
Everybody was just like, throw shit at each other, basically.
Yeah,
it was
but
like a thing.
the day Abel does it, he has a
I
problem.
did it
bro.
one time, bro, and it was a paper ball.
I threw something at him that day too.
And he gets up, well, I didn't like see any like of his emotion or anything like that. He just gets up and starts walking towards me, and I'm like, okay, like what is he gonna do? And he tries to tackle me and bring me to the ground. Like,
What?
He's like pulling me, trying to tug me to the ground, and I'm like, at that point he just has his arms around me. I'm like still kind of confused, like what the heck is going on? And he takes me to the ground, and then I forgot what happened. He's like on top, not really on top of me, but like pulls me to the ground, and he like gets up, and then I get up, and I'm still kind of like, what the fuck just happened? And then I think he gets his backpack, and security comes, and he's like crying while being escorted to the office, and then he looks at me and says, "Meet me in the restroom, faggot," and then tries to like press me with security. He's kind of like not really holding it back, but he's just going like that, and Jaime's like going over his arm and shit, whilst crying. And I was like, at that whole point, I was like, still kind of shocked, because
I may just bitched you, bro.
I guess,
I may
but
bitched you.
and then I was in Spanish class, and they called me to the office, and I was like, oh shit, and then I got in trouble for throwing the paper ball at him, and then we were walking back to class. Well, they made us walk back to class, and we like saw each other like before I made it to my class, and he looked at me, and he started laughing. he was like awkward laughing. He's like, oh, and then he gave me a high five. And I was like, bro, you just told on us, bro.
That's funny, bro.
I was like, okay, whatever.
Shout out Jaime, man.
That was silly.
What a cool guy.
I'm gonna tell that story to my kids, bro. Okay, bro. Okay. Now to my topic. Top 10.
Like topic was 7-Eleven,
No,
bro.
no, that wasn't my topic. That was just like a story that happened.
Oh.
Top 10 worst punishments. Number 10, the Rat Dungeon. This happened a really long time ago, and there was still castles and shit like in history.
Well, castles.
Oh, well, yeah, but like
they're
usable
there.
castles, bro. Like people actually
Oh,
like,
like people used them.
yeah,
Like
people
lived
use
in
them
shit.
and like medieval shit.
Yeah.
And there was this dungeon known as the Rat Dungeon where they would put you inside if you're a prisoner, and it was like connected to like a lake to the side of it, and the lake would kind of go inside the dungeon also, like half of it.
Mm-hmm.
And when the tides would rise, there was a bunch of like rat nests, and the rats would travel into the dungeon itself, and it was pitch black in the dungeon, so you would just hear like all the like the noises of the rats and shit, and they would like bite the person and shit, and like eat him little by little as time passed, and then they would eventually kill him from eating him, and that's pretty scary.
What is the criteria for this? Just what you deemed?
You were deemed like well back then
No, for your list.
for my list. Oh, it was just like it
The
was.
shit you saw?
I saw like a bunch of punishments, and I just like
Okay.
wrote down the ones that like
Okay.
interested me the most.
So are they in order?
Not really in order. Well, I guess it could be.
You said top 10.
It depends, because it depends what you're scared of personally.
Oh.
Because some are more like dying from like starvation and loneliness, shit like that. The other one's like tortured to death, but you're still actively being killed. So you're like,
Okay.
it like depends what you're scared of in death.
Alright.
Number 9 is the rack. They would like put you on like
Oh.
some rack thing, and they would tie your hands and legs to opposite sides and like
Stretch you.
stretch you and stretch you,
Mm.
and they would use it for interrogation, like make you confess, or like just to like fuck you up. Basically, there was this story about a lady that she was practicing. No, she was teaching people the Bible when it was in a place where she shouldn't have, or like there was like a religious
Oh,
restrictions there,
yeah.
and she was teaching it to like other women in the area, and they were stretching her and trying to get her to say the names of the other women, but she didn't say anything. So they kept stretching her to the point where she just became paralyzed, and from then on they were like, "Oh, you still didn't tell us," and they just burned her at the stake, which is pretty fucked up.
That reminds me, bro. There's some shit I think the cartels do, where they kind of do stuff like that, but it's with horses.
Oh yeah.
So they'll tie your limbs to like horses. So like your arm, there's a horse over here. Your legs, there's a horse
Spider
over
on
there.
you.
And then they'll like shoot a gun, so that the horses get
Oh, yeah,
scared
they
and they
run.
just go like they just disperse, bro.
That's pretty scary though. And that's also more like instead of gradual stretching, it's like a
Yeah, cause they don't care. They just
Yeah.
want to kill you, but like they don't want information from you.
This one's also pretty scary though. I feel like from the other two, it's pretty.
Shout out the cartels, man.
The cartels, yeah, they're pretty cool guys.
Well, I heard they're pretty chill with like tourists and shit.
Yeah, well, yeah, 'cause that's where all the money comes from.
And they
too.
like kind of protect them. Like they see you're a tourist, and like, all right, never mind, bro.
Yeah,
They just kind of like keep their turf safe and shit.
that's true. This is called keel hauling, and what they do is they tie a rope to your hands and legs, and then this is a boat, and the reason it's called keel hauling is because this is the keel of the boat. They basically
The bottom
grab the
part?
two ends, yeah. They basically grab two ends, and they try to pull you across the whole thing, and as you go through right here, you're basically getting like pinched, like, and you basically go around the whole boat.
Or like a pulley system.
Yeah, like a pulley system. They make you go around the whole boat as a punishment.
So creative, bro.
It is, and it's like super painful and shit, and people like break their spines here and everything.
You said, ouch.
Yeah, I was put at the little queue, and at the end there's like the survival where it's like less than like 5% for you to make it through the whole thing because you're going through already really deep water.
Yeah, you probably just drown.
Yeah, and a
too.
lot of pain and like gradual. So like also depends on the people pulling you,
Yeah.
and even then like if you survive, there's a bunch of barnacles on the bottom of the boat and they're like really sharp, so you
What's the
basically
barnacles?
it's like stuff that animals they kind of look like oysters, and they connect to the bottom of boats or like other stuff that's like submerged in water for prolonged periods, and they're really sharp. They're like little animals that eat like off the bacteria, but in general it's just like really hard stuff. So like if you're passing through them, it's like also sharp, and it like could cut you, and it could create infections too because it's the sea and other shit like that. And that alone would kill you with sickness, or they would just send you back again to go through the same thing. You're not gonna survive that shit twice and shit like that.
I think I could survive it twice.
It's pretty scary, bro. Number 7, crushed by elephant. It's a really popular. It was really popular like India. They were like really big with their elephants and shit. And I remember a ruler. I don't remember because I didn't live during that period. But I remember reading about a ruler that was like, I'm kind of bored. We should get some criminals and use an elephant to stomp them out. And that's kind of how it started. And it was like they would train them. It would get to the point where at first they would just like kind of hope they got lucky and they stepped on them. To the point where they would train the elephant to like step on a body part at a time until they got to the head and just killed them.
Oh shit.
So it's pretty scary. Number 6, impalement. That's pretty self-explanatory. They like lubed up like a little spiky thingy or a big spiky thingy, and they put it in your back door, and then they made you sit on it, and you would just kind of like make you go deeper and deeper until they came out of your mouth or like your shoulder and stuff, and they would kind of display you in a certain place. There'll be others where it would just like they put it in deep enough to where it would cause damage, but it wouldn't kill you right away, and they would just leave you out until like eventually you either sunk lower and lower or you just died because of your wounds.
I feel like you wouldn't think it's torture.
Fuck. Man.
Bro, be like, me next guy.
No, hell no. How do I... Can I borrow your phone, please? The leather sack. They would basically put you in a leather sack. I think this was like weird, really weird punishment because it was like specific to one crime, or if you killed a family member.
Okay.
And they would put you in a leather sack, but they wouldn't put you there by yourself. They would also put a viper in there, a dog in there,
Oh,
a
shit.
monkey in there, and a rooster in there in the sack. And they would sew the sack together.
That's a pretty big sack.
Yeah, it was a pretty large leather sack, and they would like sew it shut with all the animals inside, and then they would throw it off a cliff.
fuck?
In the water. That's pretty good. That's like, that was pretty funny to read.
I
'Cause
feel like,
it's
why
like
did you
so
do that
random.
to the animals, bro?
Yeah, I don't know. That was like so weird. But I think I don't know what the point. I think it was just actually torture, like all the animals fighting and you're in there too.
I'd fucking beat those animals up, bro.
Well, then
A viper.
I'd easily beat up a viper. I could step on it.
I felt like you're in
Like,
a sack,
grab
bro. You're in a sack, and there's also like a dog in there, and it's like a street dog
I would beat up a
and
dog.
a monkey. Monkeys are pretty scary.
Depends on the type of monkey.
Yeah, that's true.
But I think the monkey would also be like,
Oh, have you seen the chain of monkey abuse rings?
oh, on YouTube, bro.
They're starting to crack down on them.
I saw that like one of the biggest ones got like arrested.
They're starting to crack down on them, and there was a bunch of people in America that were paying like big money to the people in like I think Indonesia to like abuse the monkeys, and they'll pay big money to like send them the videos and stuff, and they're cracking down on the people in America that are paying the money.
Yeah, so that was the big thing. I think Mudahar did like a video on like monkey hate, and there's like videos, and some of them aren't even like torture, but it's like a monkey like falling off a tree or some shit,
Yeah.
and people in the comments would be like, haha, stupid monkey.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Yeah, and there's like there's a big community for like baby monkey hate too,
Yes.
where they just fucking hate baby
And
monkeys,
it's like
bro.
really evil people, cause it's like a guy's like, there a guy went to like a guy. Okay, a guy went to a person that does like all the abuse shit, but he went like undercover as like I also enjoy the abuse stuff, and I'm just here to like hear about like what you do, you know.
Yeah,
And he
you
like
learn
showed
some
up,
of your tactics,
Yeah.
bro.
and it's just like to like kind of share with me, you know. And the guy was like, oh yeah, these are the monkeys. They're like really small. They're like this tall from the table.
Yeah.
And he'll be like, oh, like, what do you do with him? He's like, well, if I get really angry, I like grab him by the tail and like smack him against the wall and shit. And this one almost died. It was bleeding from the mouth and shit, but like it's still alive. Like it's pretty cool. It's alright, 7 days of torture. But
That's pretty cool. It is pretty cool, actually.
It's like that is pretty cool, but it's also like, but like these people exist. These are saying it like all like happily, like smiling,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
chuckling about it. It's just like, bro, what the fuck? And that's just really fucked up. Moving on.
Yeah.
Number 4, rat bowl and rat tube.
Whoa.
The rat bowl is a pretty well known one, where they basically lay you down on your back, and they grab a rat, put it in a bowl of clay bowl, and they put it face down on your stomach.
Oh, I see that one.
And it's basically the rat from there on. The rat's just chilling, right? Then they heat up like a candle or like a torch or something, and they put it on the clay bowl,
So
and
it's real hot.
and the rat's like, oh fuck,
I gotta go.
go. Clay. I can't dig through the clay. I can dig through the skin though, and he starts burrowing into your stomach and
Yeah.
finding a way out. The rat tube, it works the same way. They get a tube and they put the one side inside your back door, and then they put the
What do you
rat
say
inside.
back door like that? Sound a little
What?
excited.
That looks like an excited
Yeah,
person.
Why is-
Look.
Why is he smiling, bro?
That was really funny. From here, I don't think from here on out, but like I started getting like kind of silly with the drawings because it's kind of like getting morbid, and I was like, okay, let me just try to be silly with it. And they're basically same premise as this one. The rat's just kind of going through your like nasty bits, just going in and like trying to escape. That's pretty scary. Gibbeting, also known as human cages, and that one's like also one where it's not active torture. It's not like active torture, but it's still like they're not feeding you, they're not doing anything. They just display you inside a cage, like on top of like a post or something, and nobody's allowed to feed you. You're just a prisoner. The thing with that is that a lot of people were complaining because they would never clean them. They just put you in there and it would just die and decompose, and you'd just be there for like years. And people would be like, bro, it's in the middle of town, bro. I can't sleep. The smell's so bad.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
And people would be like, oh, some would even get like take 20 years to get cleaned down and shit. It's just like really nasty. Number 2, scaphism, or the boat. This one's pretty like specific. They would put you in a boat and they would tie your hands and legs to like the edges of the boat, and then they would feed you milk and honey until you got like really really full to the point where it's like noticeable in your stomach, and then they would lather the rest on you, and they would like put you in the middle of the river or whatever. And the thing is, milk and honey together, they make you shit and have diarrhea, and they filled you up with that shit and they lathered you up. And what else is in the river? Animals.
Fish.
That's right, an animal. But like rats and shit too, they'd be like swimming in there.
Rats in the river?
In like more shallow rivers, especially when they smell certain scents, like shit
Can rats
and milk
swim?
and honey. Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes certain rats. But basically mosquitoes and a fuck ton of shit, and they would all like go into the boat and like take bites out of him, or like mosquitoes would, and they would just be like a constant nuisance, and they would just get him sick. They would bring him in for the day, or like the next morning they would bring him in, and they would repeat the whole process again, feed
Till
him
he
more
died?
shit. Yeah, they die eventually. There was a guy that survived for like 17 days of
Oh
just.
shit.
But for the last like couple of days, his face was like all covered in wasps. He was already like super like fucked up inside from like bad nourishment and just being like fucking bitten and all the diseases and shit. And that was just another big form of torture. The Oubliette dungeon. This one's like not really like scary, but it's another form of like they basically put you in a dungeon and forget about you. I think oubli is like a not French, like an old timey word for like forgetting.
Okay.
So basically the idea is they would put you in a dungeon and forget about you. The thing about that though was that the dungeon was not only like usually really small and dark, but they really would just forget about you. So it would just be like they'd throw a body in there, and then they would be like forget about them. They'll throw another body without cleaning it out ever, and it'll just be like bodies and bodies and
Oh,
bodies.
like, just fucking bro, just throw that fool in the pit, bro.
Yeah, and it would just be in there with the kind of dead bodies of people that are about to die and shit.
Oh shit.
And it would be like, it would be infested with rats, it would be like super dogs, just shit like that. You're basically dead because
Poop
no
up
one's
in
gonna
there.
feed you. Yeah,
Poop and pee, bro.
yeah, it's pretty gross. But those are the top 10. Now, introducing my personal picks.
Didn't you pick all of them?
Yeah, but these are like ones that aren't like super bad, but it's like still like, I want to include them.
Okay. Like honorable mention.
Yeah, stoning. I think that's pretty honorable.
I don't think stoning someone is honorable.
And in terms of like death, it's like pretty iconic, I would say, in history.
Iconic.
It's pretty like you hear about it a lot in history. To die.
Okay.
Burning at the stake. That's her wand, and that's her witch hat.
Why'd you
What?
put steak like that?
I like steak. I just thought it would be silly. And this is the guy putting a marshmallow to the fire. But yeah, I should be explaining these. Stoning. It happened a lot to like.
Yeah, you just said it was honorable, bro. And
Yeah.
you just moved on.
It happened a lot in terms of like back then it was really popular with like heretics and like people that were like
What is
against
heresy?
like against religion or against social norms. Like people would just be like, oh,
I'm nothing like you niggas, bro. You seen that picture of the fish that's like
Yeah,
jumping out of the bowl?
out of the bowl.
Into its own bowl, bro.
but basically like it would be like stoned. It would just be like a really common punishment just in general. And it would just be like one of those public punishments where it would be like everybody would like decide a mob and they'd be like, oh, we decide that. Fuck you.
Rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Burn at the stake was another one where it's like it was really common and it was really sad though because he's not flying right now. It's good. It was really common where it's like I'm gonna burn you at the stake, motherfucker. That's what I thought. Where literally a husband could be like, I don't really fuck with my wife anymore. I heard her chanting some shit the
She's
other
a
night.
witch, bro. She's
I
a
heard,
witch.
yeah,
Get
I
her.
heard her chanting some shit the other night, bro.
Why are
We
you
should.
pointing at her?
No, I'm just like pointing like on the right side. Like I'm just pointing. You're not a witch. It's okay. And even if you were, I wouldn't report you.
Bro.
Yeah, but like even for like the smallest shit, they would get accused. Like, oh, you didn't do the dishes tonight? Are you sure you don't want to do the dishes tonight? No.
I could call you a witch.
Yeah, it was like for the smallest shit possible. People would like spread rumors against each other, just like for like the smallest shit, and people would just die because of it.
Yeah.
That was pretty crazy. Electric chair. Even, I think it's pretty outlawed like recently, but it basically was
I
just.
think now they just do like lethal injection.
Yeah, I didn't include that one for that reason.
It's not that cool.
Yeah, that's why I didn't include it. And basically, they sit you in a chair and they put a lot of shocks in there. Number 4, guillotine. Guillotine. It was really common. Like, this was like really iconic. Personally, one of my favorites. They would just behead you. It was really common with like royalty and like bigger figures, because, well, it was public execution, so they would reserve that for like people that were actually like public figures.
I think they did that to King Louis,
Yeah.
one of them, and I think his wife Marie Antoinette, bro.
Yeah, they
In
really
the
fucked
French
them up.
Revolution, bro. Some historical facts for you guys.
Keeping up on the smart stuff.
Yep, yep.
Number 5, nailed to a cross. That was pretty.
Pretty
big.
significant.
Yeah, and but this was like it was used in two ways: either for sentence to death, or like they would just leave you out there for a while, depending on your like the extent of your crime.
Yeah.
But also back then, they viewed like stealing an apple as sentenced to death worthy crime. So
think it should still be.
yeah, I think that was one of the crimes that someone did to get stung by an elephant. They stole an apple in India. And I put some guy kneeling and saying,
Well,
Jesus.
yeah. Well, maybe he should have rolled the can and won it.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
6, the Colosseum.
Uh,
They basically sentenced death row inmates to like fight really one-sided matches where they'd be against like a group of
like lions and shit like
yeah,
that.
a group of like actual Spartans against like a guy with a small knife, or like against a bear or something. And I just drew a picture of a guy with a small knife against a bear.
I think I would win that.
I think I could, if I had a shirt on, yeah, I could.
would
If
not.
I had a knife and a shirt, I could do it.
Would not.
I
They
could.
could send you in with like a rooster or like a chicken, bro. You wouldn't win.
I think I could win against most animals, bro. With my huge
I
intellect,
couldn't win against Sylvester, bro.
bro. Horse pulling. This is like a different one because you were saying the cartoon where they pull them apart.
Yeah.
This is where they kind of tie them behind and they just kind of drag
Just
you.
drag you across.
They drag you
Not like
until
in
you
Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah,
bro.
they basically drag you until you're dead. That's basically it. Disease stick. This one was. This is sad face.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of use it in war a lot too, where in the what war was it called? The one where America fought like the Chinese people. Not Japan, maybe Japan.
Chinese people, maybe Japan. What the fuck are you talking about?
Asian people.
World War
Vietnam.
II,
Vietnam.
Korea.
Vietnam. It was Vietnam. Because they would like the Vietnamese people. Because it was Viet Cong. They would like create traps where you fell down and there was like a bunch of sticks sticking up in the trap, and they were like covered in poop. And the poop had like diseases and shit. So they would like fall down on the spike, and the initial fall wouldn't kill them, but the infection would. And it's a similar idea with the disease stick. They would like get poop covered sticks and they would just stab you. That's basically it. I came up with an original idea for a death penalty thing. And well, you see how I said before how they would like do a battle royale, and the winner could like not really go free, but like maybe get extra privileges in prison or something.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking of Fortnite, not sponsored, IRL,
Not sponsored.
Hunger Games.
basically, yeah.
Not sponsored.
And I was thinking of like different scenarios, like silly scenarios that we could see, and I think they would be kind of worth it. Like a guy saying no, a boogie bomb after getting hit with the boogie bomb and making himself like dancing, and the guy's like has like a devious smile and like pointing a gun at him while he's dancing, and then a guy with like a leg that has been like cut off and like half of his head, a quarter of his, like 1/5 of his head missing, saying, "Jug, jug, please." And I think that was pretty funny, and I think that makes it worth it. We should do that.
I think Epic Games should get on that.
Yeah, like they're gonna be sentenced to death anyways. And I think that's also like a form of, like maybe it's not really humane, but like it could be fun.
I don't know. I don't think we should be treating death row people humanely, bro.
Exactly. It's like,
Yeah.
and also it could be like, I don't know. I feel like people would want to answer themselves into it, even if they're not on death row.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe like some guys just doing like a life sentence. He's like, hey, can I be up at Fortnite?
Yeah. I have that trademarked, by the way. So if you do call it anything, it has to be like Able Fortnite or something.
Wait, you have what trademark?
The idea. So like if they ever like create it, they have to like name it after me.
I don't think that's how it works.
Able Royale or something like that.
I wouldn't bother doing it anymore. That's a stupid name.
Hopefully I do something else. I think that's it though. Yeah, that's it.
I think instead of that, I think they should use them for like testing. Like
they already do
medicine
that.
and shit like that.
They do that. Well, not they didn't really do that, but they should do that.
Yeah.
They do that in other
Or
countries.
maybe like testing like experimental weapons.
What they do is that they if you die, you could like sign something in the military or in like jail where they could use your body for testing.
No, bro, I seen something like that. that some old lady, when she had died, she was like, "Oh, like I want my body to be donated like to science for like
Yeah.
research," and then her family found out that they fucking strapped a bomb to her and just blew her up.
Yeah, cause it's a general. It's just like science, but like soldiers are like, oh yeah, well, sometimes we'll just like put them on like, or like a pole or something, and be like, oh, this is just to test like ballistics, and they'll just shred it.
Yeah, I don't know how, but her family, like her kids or some shit, had found out that they just fucking blew her up. Bro.
Yeah, it's pretty like crazy.
But yeah, I think they should do that with like
Death row inmates.
homeless people, perhaps. Like just test like experimental medicines. It's like instead of animal testing like for makeup and shit, I think they should do it on them.
That's true, cause they're not animals are innocent, you know.
Yeah, and then also I don't really care about that, but I think like why am I gonna test makeup on like a dog? That's just not gonna respond the same way it would on a person.
That's true.
Or like why am I gonna give the rat medicine for people? Like what if it works for the rat but not for me, bro? Like it doesn't make fucking sense to me. Yeah, that's what I think they should do.
Yeah, something beneficial to society.
Yeah, yeah.
Because if not, you're just wasting tax dollars and killing them.
Yeah. Yeah, like we're gonna lethally inject them and they're gonna die.
Yeah.
Like, fool, like put that shit to work, bro. Make them do something.
Have you heard that like a lot of places are banning last meals
Are they?
for executions? I think one guy fucked it up for like a whole prison, because he ordered a fuck ton of shit,
Oh, I saw that.
and he's like, I'm not gonna eat it, and then he just wasted it.
Yeah.
But
What would you ask if you had a last meal?
fuck. At that point, it'd be like some of
Steak.
my steak would be a big one,
Steak?
but like some of my mom's cooking too. But I feel like you can't really get that unless she specifically cooks for it.
I don't know. Well, you probably ask like, "Hey, can you get my mom to cook something?"
Yeah,
Like this is a hypothetical where you could get whatever you want.
yeah.
This is my
Like
hypothetical.
my mom's cooking like some
Yeah.
meat and sauce on top of like white rice or something. That's really good. Maybe like an egg sandwich. I like those.
Egg sandwich.
Yeah. Torta de huevo, as I call it in Spanish.
Bro, I feel like I would just get like some gummy worms. So
Yeah, we could like make a whole ass meal too. So I would get like a fuck ton of stuff. Even if I'm not gonna
Actually,
finish
yeah.
it, I'm
Yeah.
gonna be like, I'm gonna get some, like at least some of each.
I'd probably get a cheesecake for the Cheesecake Factory, bro.
Yeah, like a cheesecake would be a good shout.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm just hungry now.
So Anna, what'd you get?
Last meal.
Last meal. Like say
Slim
you're finna
Jim.
die. Like say I had like a gun to your head right now, and I'm like Savannah, Abel can go get you one thing to eat. What is it?
Poo says. Imagine.
Well.
I don't know.
What,
I do love Slim Jims.
Slim Jims are pretty
Oh, beef jerky.
good. Beef jerky's pretty good too.
You would ask for beef jerky?
You need to widen your palate, baby.
Fool, let me whatever she wants, bro.
That's
Yeah.
true, but like
For
it's just
sure.
like if you enjoy beef jerky, there's also gonna be like more stuff you would like also.
Maybe not.
Maybe that's true. Chicken tenders.
Fool, she wants
Wingstop?
beef jerky, bro. Stop doing this,
Wingstop would
bro.
be a good one.
She asked for beef jerky, bro. It's too late. I already
I'm just
already
giving you
hypothetically
suggestions,
shot her,
bro.
bro. Already hypothetically shot her.
Oh,
It's too late, bro.
No.
She was a criminal. She was wanted for what she do?
Tax evasion, bro.
Tax evasion and beating up her boyfriend, bro.
And loitering, bro.
Jaywalking, bro.
And you shouldn't have jaywalking, baby.
She went to DisneyChannel.com without her parents' permission, bro.
That's despicable.
I guess we're done. Let us know in the comment section what would you pick as your final meal.
That's a pretty good question.
No one's gonna watch this.
If you do watch this, tell us that you watch this, and I'll give you.
You still owe my girlfriend $1.
That's true. Do you have change?
Change for what?
5.
No. I'll take the 5, bro, for interest, bro.
You okay?
I'll part the plan.
Yeah, let us know your last meal. Let us know what you think. Did you survive April 8th?
Let us know.
Wait. Oh, no, she didn't say that.
Baby, I'll protect you from the sun.
Leave a like and a comment and a subscription and share it to your friends. And
A smiley face in the comment, please.
I love you. It's not able. Alright. See you next week, guys.
Even the clothes that